This is a rough road. I'm taking you to one of my favorite places to go to. And it's beautiful. And it's on a very bumpy road. So I brought my Escape. So we'll be there. You'll see the cars up ahead. Those are the ones. But isn't this beautiful? This umbrella of trees. I think it is. Not certain how busy it's going to be. This is June 1st. Hello, June. Please don't go fast. Please go slow. June. But I'm already seeing, I don't know if you can pick up on it, a handful of people coming and going. So we'll see. Okay. I had pretty decent parking. And now we're walking up to it, to the main event. It's actually free, which there's going to be some changes. I don't know if that's going to mean it's going to change it being free or not. But for now it is, so we'll just go with that. At this point, honestly, I don't know how often I've even been here. I've been here quite a bit, even before I lived in this state. But I was thinking, what could I do besides sit on my couch and talk to y'all? So here I am. And I'll be honest, this is my first time to do something like this publicly. And so when I say I'm an introvert like this, like I just have a few people looking at me, so I'll just pretend like I'm on a video call. But yeah, see, a few people are looking at me weird, but that's okay. I just feel like this is something nice to share. The weather's not miserable. It's 85, but in the shade, it's not so bad. And this is my shade tree right here. Look at those branches, how they go into the ground. Isn't that, look at that. Oh my, that's happened since the last time I was here. The branch broke. I really don't want to film people, but there's never going to be a time when someone's not here. You see.
I had never seen anything like this before.
2018. Oh, it's always nice when people share the music, isn't it? Not really, not really, not really, not really. Look at that. Isn't this amazing? I mean, this thing is epic.
So this wasn't here last time.
So, look at that. Oh. It goes up like so. But watch this. You ever seen a branch go underground? And that's what that one's doing. Lots of rules. And then see that branch. I mean, this is phenomenal. This is beautiful. That same branch goes underneath there, comes up, but then you see a branch off of that branch. That same branch. Look, that same branch. Look how many it has going underground. I mean, how cool is that? They call this the angel oak tree. Try to snap a picture of the history of it and have it towards the end. They do have it behind a fence. Terry, if you watch this, I gave you some of these live oak saplings a while back. Guess it was it after Billy died? I don't remember. Like I said, I try not to film people, but that's impossible here. And then look, I mean, look at that. That broken piece though. Look at that. Like, it's so cool. See how those branches are going in the ground? That goes in the ground. Vroom. And even though it's like 88 degrees out, or feels like 88, it says under this tree it doesn't feel like that. Look at that. Vroom. The live oaks are actually a protected tree here in this area. Anything over 12-inch trunk cannot be cut down unless you're a developer. Somehow they're able to grease somebody's palm. Look at that. So that's cool. Look at that. Just for reference, look at it. Another big old branch. I'm stepping over, not stepping on. Isn't this awesome? And these are only a few years old for obvious reasons. That's, you know, it's supporting the tree. Lots of people coming my way, so I'm gonna go over here. Now this is an older support here, and you can tell because it's like one with the tree now. So that branch does the same thing. It's not quite in the ground. They put like a little support right there. That one doesn't go in the ground. Well, let's go back up. Go back to that support. And then there's that branch, which comes, this branch here comes off of that branch. And then they both meet up again right there. I'm gonna step over. Try to get over here before more people come. I hope y'all can hear me, 'cause I'm not trying to talk loud. Look at that, I'm gonna be in somebody's picture. So I'll step this way. I will say too, the first time I came, which was, I don't know, years ago, they didn't even have this up. That's a fairly new thing. In my comings and goings anyway. Look at that. And another massive branch. And see how that's branching off of that. And then you can see supports. And then supports over here. Can you see how there's that big limb there, and then the two limbs that come off of it. I mean, like I said, I've been here a lot, but I'm always just amazed. It's just cool, so cool. Looks like some fungus from here anyway. Let me try to zoom in. Huh. I'm telling you, this is just beautiful. Anyone comes to visit, I bring them here. You cannot, I mean, a photo and even a video does not do this justice. And then you can see more supports there. It goes from over there, that branch. Oh, that's my finger trying to show you. Hang on, it goes, well, you can see it. And I don't know if we're going to be able to see the other part. But there's a couple of those up in there, pretty much tying them together, you know, for support. They're giving it support. But it's just cool. I mean, and you know, it's pretty amazing that for all the storms in this area, it's still going strong. I don't know if I can get a decent, let me see. That's not very good. Let me try over here. Hang on. Let's see. I'm not gonna get a good one. Whoops. Look, my head's as big as a tree. But see, oh, that's broke off. That's an old break though. And let's see. There it is. And there. Look at that. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, I haven't got a free since.
Go whatever.
No, because I
It's the best I can get on that. But let me see, we'll come over here, see if I can get a picture. It's almost better just to grab one of their postcards. For one, people aren't going to be in it, but also you're just going to get a better picture. And it's funny because you don't see on the tree, like over here, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, the moss. There's lots of moss. Lots of moss. But not on this tree so much. like I said, you're just not going to get the whole thing. And I mean, all that is part of that. All that is part of that. Pretty cool stuff. But I don't know if you enjoy that sort of thing. I do. A little bit of breeze here. It's actually kind of nice because it's hot where I live. It's stymie hot. Let me do this a second. This is another live oak as well. Like I said, you can see the moss. Hear the cicadas. But this is a bit of the grounds. And like I said, this over here, all of that is part of that tree. I mean, I know I said it. It's beautiful. And since the last time I've been here, like I said, which wasn't that long ago, that's new. You can tell it's a pretty fresh break. But, and I come here a lot. So, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Alrighty. Well, that's that. The angel oak tree. If you ever get to South Carolina, go down to one of the little islands, John's Island, and come visit the angel oak. It's beautiful. And as of right now, like I said, it's actually free. One of the few free things around still. So, God bless. Have a great day.